Hi everyone, my name is Nancy Porteous and I've created a company called Your Essential. It's my way to reach out and help you to build your skills and your knowledge and your toolkit for finding what is truly essential for your well-being. And today I want to share with you a mind-clearing moment because it's Monday. It's a good day to start the week fresh, clear out some cobwebs and make room for all of the blessings and problem solving and eureka moments that are headed your way over the next 7 days. For this mind-clearing moment, I'm thinking about the sounds that signal us into different memories and movements and motivations to stride forward. It's spring, and the signs are all out there. For me, it's the birds that are chirping in the morning and walking down to the beach and letting the melted waters lap on the toes of my boots. I'm still wearing those boots because it's a bit chilly, but the water is there. The snow is no longer blocking us from the free flow of that incredible body of nature that is just at our doorstep. And it's walking home in the afternoon and the Canada geese are flying overhead, and with my daughter we look up into the sky and we shout, "Welcome home," as they honk and honk and honk and find their place on our shores. Sounds have a way of triggering us to a moment or a memory, to an experience or an event. And I've been working with some sounds to help trigger my thinking tracks into the place I want them to be. I've been experimenting with affirmations, and I'm really just beginning with them. But what I've discovered is that affirmations are simple, they can be repeated, and they're that opportunity, they're a tool to take some of those thinking tracks that might be leading you off of your path, might be leading you away from optimism or open mindset or ability to solve problems. And with an affirmation, I've been finding that I can bring my mind right back to that positive thinking place where I want to be. The trick that I found with affirmations is to repeat them at least 10 times. And to hear myself, that sound trigger, give myself that sound trigger of the confidence of my own voice, of the intonations of my own voice, reminding me, I got this. I am in charge of my mind and my thoughts, and I can bring myself back to where I want to be. For our mind-clearing moment today, I've drafted a number of affirmations, and I'll tell you the list of those when we finish. But for our activity today, I'm going to work with one of them. And the affirmation that I've written for our mind-clearing moment today is, I give myself credit every time I do something that makes me happy. Now, if I'm using this affirmation in my daily activities, I'm using this affirmation to get my thinking back on track, I'll repeat that to myself. Might be in my mind if I'm in a public space, might be out loud if I have that privacy. But I'll just put pressure on each of my 10 fingers to take myself through the 10 repetitions. And what I've found is that each time I hear myself say that affirmation, my mind is triggered, and I'm triggered to a memory of something that's happening in my day, or a memory of a moment where maybe in the first couple repetitions I might remember something that keeps me in that negative thinking where I might be criticizing myself, or I might be worried or have a fear. But as I get through the middle and the final repetitions of the affirmation, I'm finding that my brain is making that switch to the positive where in this case, I give myself credit every time I do something that makes me happy. I'll start remembering examples of moments in that day that are making me happy. And as I get to the end, I really am onto that positive thinking track where I'm saying, geez, I really got this. I do give myself credit for something that makes me happy. So let me take you through that affirmation. For today's mind clearing moment, it will be with my voice, but I really encourage you to try this with your voice as well. So feel free to press the pause button or even tune right out from this mind clearing moment and repeat the phrase for yourself. Or maybe you'd like to follow along with me just to get the rhythm and then lead into your own practice when you're feeling comfortable with that. After we go through the 10 repetitions, I will suggest a few other affirmations that I have found or drafted that you might find helpful in your day too. Here we go. I give myself credit every time I do something that makes me happy. I give myself credit every time I do something that makes me happy. I give myself credit every time I do something that makes me happy. I give myself credit every time I do something that makes me happy. I give myself credit every time I do something that makes me happy. I give myself credit every time I do something that makes me happy. I give myself credit every time I do something that makes me happy. I give myself credit every time I do something that makes me happy. I give myself credit every time I do something that makes me happy. I give myself credit every time I do something that makes me happy. So we've come through the 10 repetitions of that affirmation. And you may have heard a change in my intonation. I wondered, did you see my smile when I finished that final repetition? I had gotten my thinking into that great space where I'm remembering moments I've had today that make me happy. I'm remembering that I had a role in that. And maybe it was accepting something that someone was offering, or maybe it was an actual action that I did myself. These affirmations are truly to serve you. And let your mind go to all the places that serve you with encouragement and nurturing and the wisdom of our own activities. When we hear ourselves, we really are pretty clever. Listen for that when you try your affirmations. If you want to continue experimenting with affirmations, here are a few others that I was considering. I trust my body, who is my guide and my greatest friend, more and more each day. In doing so, I regain peace, health, love, and harmony. I feel healthy and full of energy. My sleep is relaxing and refreshing. I have the energy to do all my daily activities. I deserve and receive massive amounts of love in every moment of the day. When you're working with affirmations, know that they are a gift you give yourself. They cost you nothing. They can be done in the midst of anything going on around you. When you breathe well, when you hear the positive, supportive words in your own voice, you're giving yourself the gift of wellness. My friends, I hope this has been a mind-clearing moment for you. And please remember that you truly are essential.